this is amazing. I got this experience being a single guy trying to chase girls. And all I'd seen was on MTV how all of the rappers were throwing around money and having 20 or 30 girls at the nightclub. And hey, I wanted that too.
One thing I'm really interested in is you said you got to 9 months and you were depressed 9 months after the sale. There are so many people now, and this is why I asked about what the symptoms of that were. It's hard to know when we're drifting down the wrong path because it creeps up on us like a frog in a frying pan. I remember a time working 7 days a week and this feeling in my chest of, I would describe it as like a subtle growing emptiness. And that was, for me, in hindsight, I was lonely. And I didn't know I was. So those symptoms that you encountered at 9 months in a way that someone might relate to them, what were those feelings?
I think my entire life, as I mentioned, I've been struggling to fit in. And I think it's something we probably share and have in common. And I somehow thought that this would help. And when the situation was new, it did feel like I found my new tribe, and it did feel like they, this early excitement, everyone's calling you, everyone wants you to be part of something that you before may not have been able to enjoy, and may not get those phone calls, and may not get into the hottest nightclubs and the club promoters like putting you on the list plus 10 and all that stuff, the social currency. So it was thrilling. It was absolutely amazing. And it truly was this kind of like, wow, I've made it kind of feeling. But after you experience the 10th time, and I somehow had this idea that it would translate into this continuous feeling of that thing, or translate into something more meaningful, I sort of realized that, no, wait a minute, it's the same experience again, but it's lost a little bit of its charm. And I started now getting the hangarounds that were trying to get in with me because, they realized that maybe I would buy the bottles. I was seeing people at the table come up and grab a glass and then run away.